Okay. Oh, our free company buffs are off. I hadn't even noticed. Time for you to do adult things? No worries. The Giants. Yeah, well, so we've already... Just a quick recap. A quick recap of what's happened. Valigarmanda was frozen in ice inside this temple. He has escaped thanks to the twin idiots of Pakul Jar Jar, who seemed to think that it was an appropriate thing to release a monster that had taken some of the strongest beings in the land to seal. Very smart of him. Very smart of him. He obviously knows what he's doing. Anyway, we've got to clean up that mess. That's basically where we are in this. We're not doing... Oh, we will. I think there's a trial coming up very soon, Kizwan. I think there's a trial coming up, like, imminently. At least I get the impression of that. Oh, yeah, and Erenville has brought out his digital penetrator. And we're going to use that to find where this monster's gone. We'll head to the outskirts of the village first, then set the seeker to detect fire-aspected ether. If your friend doesn't reply by the time you get to the trial, then you'll join. Nice. Scott, are you in tonight as well, or are you still at work? Because I know you were keen to join us last night. Are you available, or are you not available? Oh, you're waiting already? Oh, nice. Okay, perfect. Hey, this guy's coming with us too. Right, the Seeker's ready to go. Warlar's Echo is still suffused with the Sky Ruin's residual ether, so I've excluded it from the search area to prevent it from swamping the sensors. Let's begin tracking, shall we? Once you choose to depart, he's going to recover. Yes, yes, yes. We know how that works. Let's go. Affirmative, tracking nearest source of fire-aspected ether. Affirmative. It's pointing at that, right? You know what? I'm gonna get a head start on you. Beep. Source of fire aspected ether located. Tracking disengaged. Not quite the legendary creature we were after. Still enjoying Viper? I am. If it's a bit confusing sometimes. There's a lot going on. A lot of button bloat in Viper, I think. Would you mind dealing with that fire sprite? It will continue to confuse the Seeker if we leave it be. Oh, we're just going to murder every fire aspected animal we come across? Okay. I see how it is. Well, it's not so much it's confusing me. It's more the button bloat. There's too many buttons for what should be basic attacks. Single target attack, 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 sometimes single target attack, sometimes single target attack, AoE attack, AoE attack, AoE attack, AoE attack, AoE attack, AoE attack, sometimes AoE attack, sometimes AoE attack, power up to then go single attack, single attack, single attack, single attack, or AoE, 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 AoE. It's like there's just too many buttons. These could be condensed. These three could be condensed into one button. These three could be condensed into one button. There's just too much button bloat. There's no reason for it. Absolutely no reason for it. But I do like the class. I like how swift it is. One thing it needs is a damage protection mitigation thing. It doesn't have one of those. So when you're getting hit hard and you want to throw up a defense, the only thing I've really got is arm's length. So it's not good at defense. Let's put it that way. A necessary measure, I'm afraid. Let's try this again. Affirmative. Tracking nearest source of fire aspected ether. This class has clicked with you. It is a nice class. I do like it. Don't get like I say, don't get me wrong. I do like the class. It's just like these buttons over here, because these are basic attacks. I'd like them to be on my main basic attacks hotbar, but there's just too many buttons. I can't fit them all on there. It could be, yeah. I'm using an MMO mouse, so like I've got 12 buttons to work with, which correspond to one hotbar. So it could just be the way you've got your hotbars set up. Not a second time, Merid. Look at him. Frightening enough, but again, not what we're looking for. If you would be so kind. Erenville and his mission to cause genocide of innocent animals across the country. Oh, did that the wrong way around. My thanks. I'd ask if it gave you any trouble, but considering who I'm talking to...
It has a fan.
Oh, nice. It is very warm.
Oh, bless you. Aren't you nice?
Yes, I am nice. Seeker, resume tracking and do try to point out something useful this time. Affirmative. Resuming tracking. Erenville's pokey digit. Beep boop beep. He's going there. I can already see where he's going. He's going to the glowy orange things. Oh no, he's going this way. Are you literally just pointing at a crater? Source of fire aspected ether located. Tracking disengaged. I can't kill a crater. Erenville, what do we do now? Another remnant of Valigarmanda's last rampage. The crater's flames registered to the Seeker as corporeal ether. Well, I use shift as well, but what I want to do is not have to use shift. Because otherwise I'm just pressing buttons on my mouse, which is easier, but if I have to also press buttons on my keyboard, that's just irritating. In the words of the Tuliholal saga, when Valigarmanda rages out of control, its fire burns forever, its ice does not thaw, and its lightning crackles without cease. Thus was the Dawn Servant able to turn the Sky Ruin's perpetual magic against itself, trapping it within an unmelting prison of ice. This is no mundane fire, but some kind of everlasting sorcery. Once again, it is a strange feeling to see fanciful poetry proven true. The important thing is that the fire was classified as living ether. We can feed a sample into the Seeker and greatly improve its accuracy. One moment. Dragoon with 16 abilities on PS5 controller, I can imagine, yeah. It is limiting yourself quite a bit. No, I mean, I use it. These are on shift. Vice Pit, Hunter's Den, Swiftskin's Den. They're all of this hotbar that you see on the right-hand side. This is my shift hotbar. So shift and then a button press on my mouse triggers each of these. These ones on the left are my control hotbar. And then these are just no button press. So this is like, the middle one is just 1 to 9 on my mouse, 1 to 12 on my mouse. The left is hold down control and 1 to 12 on my mouse. The right is hold down shift and 1 to 12. So I am doing it. I'm just not happy about it. That's all. There. Now the Seeker should ignore any etheric signature but Valigarmanda's. Had I realized this was possible from the start, then you needn't have fought those creatures at all. My apologies. It seems I still have much to learn from this journey, as a gleaner and as a guide. God damn it, Erenville. I'm gonna get my own back on him. Puh. I know a real gleaner when I see one. And I tell you what, you're not it. Tell me I'm not a good frog. Look, there goes one now. There goes a good frog now. Erenville would disapprove of that. He'd say that's not how a real frog behaves. He can tell. I think that's a perfectly good frog. This time, the Seeker should be attracted solely to Valigarmanda's ether, I think he said. Resume tracking based on the latest sample. Affirmative. Resuming tracking. Beep. Sample ethereal signature detected. Engaging accelerated pursuit mode. Dippy 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 boo. 1400 west there. We're not going to find any more of these over here, are we? Hey, we're not going to follow this time. Why are there 2 Ixians floating in the sky over here? Couple of Ixians just minding their own business. We don't have to worry about those. That's fine. I was about to jump off the cliff then. I'm glad he aggroed me before I did that. Darth? Eee. Eee. Ugh. Oh, my knees. The warrior of old age. The warrior of can you see the light? Not even that old. Little tiny Ixian. We were here before. Good. The Seeker was drawn directly to the Sky Ruin's fire. Now we know we've set the correct parameters for its ethereal aspect. I'll try increasing the threshold for etheric concentration. That should direct us to the Alvidral itself. Recalibrating sensors. Resuming tracking. Why am I running? Beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. I'm imagining he's pressing the beep on the horn as he's singing this. And now you are too, you know you are. Wah, 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 wah. I think we'd noticed if Valigarmanda was inside this passage. Let's head through to the other side. Sure. 310 west. It's in here somewhere. Is this the last ether current to... yeah, this will be the last ether current to discover in this area. And then I've got 2 missions and the MSQ ether current. And then I can fly high in the sky. Oh, that's not a good sign.
The trail ends here, it seems. Could Valigarmanda have shifted its elemental aspect? It does have 3 to choose from, after all. In any case, I'm almost certain the Vidral was headed in the direction of Warcore Lardor.
You're getting an error message,
We should
Scott.
let the others know we have a likely location.
That sounds bad. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Alphino is assisting the Yokhui with their evacuation.
I thought it was
He
Hui,
thought they could
Yok-Hui.
use a healing hand with the injured.
I thought they said last time it was Yok-Hui. We've changed the pronunciation
So where
again.
is Valigarmanda?
And he said Valigarmanda. She says Valigarmanda.
Lardor. Its stratified layers contain a wealth of crystals, said to be the source of its many-colored glow.
They need to agree on how to say these words. They're confusing
After
enough.
80 years of imprisonment, the Vidral will be in dire need of sustenance. It would have been drawn to the mountain's energies.
So Valigarmanda seeks to replenish its ether.
Valigarmanda. What literally just said it's
We better not give it a chance.
Valigarmanda.
Stop!
Eh? Hammer time?
That mountain is sacred ground. I forbid you to set foot on it.
Stop me!
Sorry, it is not our intention to trespass.
It is.
But you must understand, that's where Valigarmanda has gone. If we don't slay it now, it will slaughter countless innocents. Just like in the old days, I beg you, permit us to enter.
Out of the question.
Then I hope he eats you first.
Your band is incapable of defeating Valigarmanda. Either you seek to defile
Reyes.
Lardor, or you are fools.
Thank you for the luck.
If you doubt their chances, how would you feel were we to join them?
He probably thinks even less.
The monument to Valigarmanda's defeat bears the names of 7 heroes. With our forces combined, we also number 7.
Seven weaklings are no less doomed than 4.
The cheek of this dude. The nerve of this guy. The jib of his
Sorosha,
cheek.
You've come to help as well.
Against my sound advice. While the rest of you were tussling with this sky ruin, we might have secured an insurmountable lead. A minor delay. It will not change the contest's outcome. I would take the measure of this Tural Vidral my father was unable to kill.
With both my brothers here, this battle is all but won.
Your celebration is premature. I never said I would let you pass.
He's gonna make you let him pass.
Brother, no! We do not bear arms against our own people.
What an odd thing to say. As I recall, the inhabitants of Chirwagur Sultan do not consider themselves members of the Tuliyolal nation.
That's a fair point.
I'd hardly call them
Strike
our
him.
own people.
Strike him down?
What does that matter? Members or not, everyone in Tural is part of our dream for peace.
Strike him down?
If you would hurt them, then you'll have to go through me.
Stand aside, Lamat. Strike him down. No, don't agree. I'm not agreeing. I'm not agreeing with this course of action.
She saved me from the mountain bird. Now, then, the same eyes. Eyes of stone.
How can he tell?
Words of stone.
He's wearing a mask. He can't see anything. He can't see.
We are still in her debt. This is true.
He can't see. He's closed his eyes.
Consider the debt repaid. But do not misunderstand. We do not submit to Tuliolan rule.
Consider the debt repaid. What? Because you're letting us go somewhere we were going anyway?
Once the contest is over.
No, this is not repaid. You owe me still.
I ask your name.
I ask you to stand aside.
Lamat, protector of peace and soon to be Dawn servant.
The other Dawn servant contenders are going to be upset that he didn't ask for their names. He's only
Even people with
recognized.
wildly different ideals can find understanding through earnest discussion. I believe that wholeheartedly.
As do I. I won't give up until we reach a compromise.
Assuming you survive, my old bones and I will be waiting here for the true heir's return.
Your thoughts have always been a mystery to me, brother. But I'm relieved to see you put aside the contest for the sake of the greater good.
Our nation is a fortress, and its people the bricks with which it is built. The more that are lost or broken, the weaker Tuliyolal becomes.
So why is he... oh, yeah. If he believes that, why is he want to have
This
war?
rock has value as a stepping stone.
What? Okay, he just... Kriska, welcome in.
Come on, you two. Forget about the right of succession for now, and help me fight this overgrown snake bird.
Mm. Seven NPCs that can hold their own in a fight. How
strong
convenient.
Sky Ruin may be. We're going to put this menace down for good.
If we get a full party, we could do min eye level, possibly, against this beast, but we need a full party to do it. I'm already pretty much at min eye level anyway, because I've put on weak clothing. Duty support system, yes, I know how that works. I'm here. 27 northeast. Hello. Stand down, wannabe heroes. I got real heroes here. Kiz? Darth? The latecomer? I assume this is an 8-man. So we've got space for 4 more, right? Yeah, we got space for 4 more. If anyone else wants in. The NPC party is pretty interesting. They always are. They have like interesting bits of dialogue, but you know, we're not using them today. Why is he why is his weapon joined? What? Eh? Okay. I don't know why his weapon is joined like that, but okay, that's fine. They fail mechanics early on, but fail less as the fight goes on. Ah, okay. Me and Scott are wearing the same clothes. Who wears it better, though? Who wears it better, do you think? That's the brown sauce. Okay, I think it's just the 4 of us, so let's ready check. They do call-outs for things and apologize when they mess up. Well, why don't they just not mess up? You could help. Oh, you were so close there, Kiraga. Come on, come on. Let's get you in here. Just having a Kiz is just having a smoke, so we'll give him a minute. Does anyone else want in? Anyone else want to join us? Do. Hey, heck! I can see Kiraga on the approach. Kiraga approaches. Everybody, look to the east for the fabled Kiraga, who makes her approach from yonder cliffs. Where are all the tanks and healers at? Yeah, I know. I see her not. Oh, there she is. Here she comes on a dodo. Safely arriving. You're not a Lalafell. Oh, is it Mintala? Mintala's the Lalafell, isn't it? Mintala's the Lala. That's your main. Yeah. I got confused for a second. Crisco, thank you for the streak. Let's chuck up a ready check and see if Kiz is back yet. We have 5 DPS, is that right? I think we need 1 less DPS. Let me just check. Yeah, we can only have. Oh no, we got 4 DPS. I'm being an idiot. I counted the entire party and thought that was 5. That was not right. All right, we'll just wait for Kiz. So when Kiz is back, I'll queue us. In the meantime, if anyone needs a repair, you may request one from me. I am super crafty boy. So if you need an item repair, you can come over, right-click me, and request repair. I will fix your gear free of charge. Have your food at the ready. That sort of thing. Capybara. There you go, Scott. There you go. The other day in the stealth mission, I don't know if you saw it, Kiraga, but I did the stealth mission in this. And like we were sneaking along, and then there'd be like little tiny skinny trees, so I'd hide the entire. I'd hide the whole whale behind the tree. He wouldn't see me. It's the ultimate stealth vehicle. This is the ultimate stealth vehicle. You ever want to hide from someone? This is the way. I'm actually invisible right now. You might be wondering, where have I gone? I was right here the whole time. Wow. Crazy stuff. All right, Kiz is back. Let's one last ready check, and I think we're good to go. Perfection. Now we just need some tanks and a healer. Ba-ba-bam. Da-ba-dam. Not entirely confident to do so for this. Don't worry about it, Kirak. Oh, here we go. Now you see, we're all good. We're all good. No, we're not good. Yes, we're all good. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I miss tanking. I do miss tanking. And I miss the queue times of tanking too. Yo, Etherean Stormwind, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream today? We've literally just joined a duty. I'm about to go into a major fight, so I might be a bit distracted. But I appreciate the raid. Thank you so much for coming in here. How was your stream and how are you doing? Calandra, welcome in as well. Good to see you again. This is Valigarmanda. And he's a naughty boy. He's a naughty boy and we're going to teach him a lesson. Very good progress, Shining Force 2. Nice. A tempestuous wind surrounds Valigarmanda. You what now? Okay, so that was fine. Wind, get in the middle. Right, got it. That's easy enough. Gathers its strength. Alright, everyone's running backwards. Ah, you see, okay, gather strength, run backwards. Got it, got it, got it. Ah, okay, so I have to remember the animation. It's not enough to blinding energies build within his wide open beak. Ah! I didn't make it. Okay, I've got to remember the animations. This is tricky. Because I'm also trying to watch my hotbars to see which... Hey now? You need to put... Yeah, no worries, no worries, Ethereum. I'm sorry I'm a bit distracted. What the flip? I'm sorry I'm a bit distracted. There's a lot going on. What's this saying? What are you saying now? What does that even mean? Oh no! Ah, thank you for... Oh, did you see that? Darth! With the epic rescue? Ah, I got hit again. I'm not gonna lie, I have so little idea of what is going on. Playing this duty as Viper is not easy. I'm like absolutely not easy. Because the problem with Viper is the weapon that you need to use, it's either the left one... Oh, sugar. It's always the left one or the right one. And the only way you... Actually, you know what I could do very quickly? HUD layout. Let's move this back up here. No, look. Yeah, this. There. Okay, now I've got a bit of a better idea. Bolts of lightning fall on the battlefield. I think I just hit Kiraga. I'm sorry, Kiraga. I died. Can't just watch the. No, it's like I've gotta understand which of my oh my god, what is going on? Everywhere I stand is like a danger area. I've got to watch which weapon to use, which one to attack with, but I've also got to watch everything that's going on. And we need to get over to that. Don't we need to get over to that sun-kissed beacon? Yeah. I'm dead again? Why do I keep dying? He's at 87%. We're gonna get really hurt, aren't we? Really awkward line stack. Have you tried not dying? I've attempted it. See, Calandra, I tried not dying. I healed myself. I chucked on Bloodbath. I tried to get my health up. Oh, I'm alive! Shit! What? How did I didn't accept a res. How did I come back to life? Was that a limit break heal? Was that a healer limit break? I totally missed that. It was healer limit break 3. Yeah, I completely missed it. I'm also using the wrong combo there. Okay, so this is the one that goes, like, we have to be like, not there! That was close. Hey, I'm the Warrior of Light. I sorted out that world-ending threat on the other side of the universe, but the pesky chicken boy from down the road is still the one causing me issues. I don't think having Viper Sight there is helping me. In fact, I think it's more distracting having it there. This boss was tricky in FF5. It was FF6, wasn't it? Was it not FF6 that this one was in? But yeah, it is a tricky little son of a gun. Why am I the only one? Okay, I don't like the look of that. Crying out loud! This is just the, like, let's let James walk into every single AoE that appears on the field. It's like, hey, where's James stood? Let's throw an AoE down there. Why not? Died and I don't even know how. I have literally no idea what killed me then. I was moving out of the AoE thing and it still killed me. I'm just going to sort out my hotbar before I accept that raise. Get out of it. Accept. He was a boss in the Earth Crystal. Oh, maybe then, yeah. The big orange. I was running out of it though. I was leaving it. It didn't give me a chance to get out of it. It wasn't telegraphed. It just appeared under my feet. Like 6 circles appear under my feet, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm in the middle of all this. Someone's attached the healing thing to me. They know I'm the one who's gonna die. I wasn't even in that AoE. I was on Mr. Philodinema. Okay, we just lost both our healers. Okay, I'm dead. Limit break? Limit break 3? This is it. It'd be like that sometimes. Fuck is going on, yeah. You got a summoner up to res? It's fine. We're fine. That's the boss we're going to do on Extreme for the wing mount. Amazing. Ruka has that. Ruka flew up to me the other day and was wearing them. Scott. Scott's praying for me. I taste the Dawntrail trials. I mean, that's ridiculous though, isn't it? Haley, welcome in. You just missed the absolute madness. Absolute madness. Shush. Okay, hi. He's like, what the flip was that?
We
Is
did it. We slew Valigarmanda.
You did nothing. I did nothing.
That even the great Gulur Chacha couldn't manage. For you, Papa!
There's no denying it was an impressive achievement, but I wouldn't be so quick to claim we've outdone Father. The Vidral was weakened by decades of imprisonment. Had we faced it in its prime, we wouldn't have fared a fraction as well.
How can you say that? 80 years couldn't have made that much of a difference. Could it? Oh, who am I kidding? Papa's still the best.
Look. I'm sure you'll I'm not going to say you fought well, because she didn't fight. You have a ways to go, maybe. I'm sure you'll surpass him one day. Let's go neutral.
You're right about that. Just need a few more battles like this one under my belt.
The Sky Ruin lies dead. And still, I've yet to prove myself the miracle.
Well, I suppose we should head back and join Erenville.
We did leave him with only Sarelja for company.
Thank you everyone who helped with the party there. Appreciate it. Even though you guys kind of carried, and I was just kind of there. Appreciate it nonetheless. Your proud expressions bespeak a successful hunt. Not that I'm surprised in the least. I am. Soral Jar came back earlier, but left almost immediately with Surreal Jar in tow. He seemed disinclined to share in any victory celebrations. There's nothing unusual for Zoral Jar. No, it's Bakul Jar Jar that concerns me. He's probably far ahead now, making the most of the mayhem he caused. I still can't believe he did something so evil just to slow us down. If we hadn't slain Valigarmanda, it wasn't only Urkopacha at risk. There would have been deaths across the entire continent. I'm more certain than ever that Bakul Jar Jar cannot be allowed to rule. I have to catch him and take back my keystone. I just noticed I've got a couple of hunt marks here. I think I'm going to mix up my hotbar a little bit. I'm not happy with the way things are laid out right now. It's part of this whole life of learning a new job, right? You have to mix up your bars and make them the most appropriate. But what I'm finding is these ones in the shift section, well, the AoEs I'm not using as much at all, actually. So maybe then what I can do, let's think this through, because I've got one line of individual attack, and then these are AoE, and then these are back to individual attack. So first things first, I'm going to swap these over so that my entire top of my mouse, this is all single attack now. Then I've got the AoEs, which I think it makes sense to now bring these over here, like so. Because now all my AoEs are in one place. I've got my ranged, unfortunately no longer on my main bit, but I can put that there. And then these two are the bonuses that trigger when you use Vice Winder or Vice Pit. So I think what I will do with those Where do I put these two? Where do I put these two abilities? Because it's going to be 4. That one is not... That goes kind of there, right? Then we could put that there. Because that's not part of that combo. That also triggers these two. It's a bit of a weird place to have my ranged attack, but we could try this setup for a little bit. I've got all my AoEs down there, all my single attacks up there. That might work for a little bit. Let's try it. Let's try how that goes and see how it feels. Oh, I'm going to get my ether current. Tancred would suggest sharing the news of your victory. The Yokhui must still be anxious, wondering where and when Valigarmanda will strike next. I suggest we hurry back and allay their fears. Alpha knows as well, I should think. Yes, you're right. We shouldn't let them worry another moment. In addition, I would imagine that we are... Well, I should... This is an MSQ that's going to give me my MSQ ether current. But I don't have my 2 ether current quests that I need to complete this area. That's weird. Unless I've missed them somewhere, but I don't think I have. No, I haven't. I'm going to teleport back. I would like to fly. I would like the power of flight. That do anything for you? That's levitation, Holmes. How about the power to kill a yak from 200 yards away? With mine bullets. Before we do anything else, we should talk to Gerfurla.
To the temple, then?
That won't be necessary, heroes of the hour. Valigarmanda is no more. Yours is a victory worthy of song.
We had plans for a second feat to be conducted here in town. But the recklessness of your fellow claimant has rendered them pointless.
A second feat?
The feat of ice. You are to fortify Valigarmanda's prison.
Chuckers!
How shall we proceed, High Luminary?
I think I've performed a feat enough. Give me my damn stone.
Test, Zulmurwa. They have defeated the Sky Ruin and saved the gods know how many lives. If they are not worthy heirs to Kulul Jalja, then no one is. Now that our last claimant has arrived, we can proceed with the formalities. For the skill and bravery the 3 of you have shown, I award you each a second keystone.
Do you know what this reminds me of? My son watches a show called Blaze and the Monster Machines. And it's about monster machines, obviously. But they have faces and they race. They like to do races. And there's one monster machine in that show called Crusher. And Crusher always cheats. He's the cheater. He never wins. The rest of the crew all work together. They always win because they have the power of friendship.
Only 2 left to collect.
But Crusher is the baddie. He cheats. This is reminding me of an
Except
episode
that
of
one
Blaze.
of those 5 is in Bakul Jaja's thieving hands. He will answer for that. And for losing Valigarmanda.
He doesn't watch Paw Patrol very often, Cobra. He has watched a few, but
lasting
not often.
tranquility to our home and earned the gratitude of every Yokwi.
He does like Mickey Mouse's Clubhouse.
May glory and prosperity continue to bless Tuliolol as we enter this new age.
But yeah, this expansion's reminded me of Blaze and the Monster Machines. It reminds me of a TV episode aimed at a 4-year-old. I'm not sure that's a good thing yet. Not sure that's a good thing. Also, fun fact, Blaze from Blaze and the Monster Machines is voiced by Nolan North, famous voice actor.
Was never much of a talker, our brother.
There you go. There's something for you to take away
If
and
you're up
enjoy.
for it, you should visit the capital. I'd like everyone to get to know you and your people
Who
better.
isn't exactly? Yeah, yeah, I know.
I'll consider it if it's one of you two who claims the throne.
Fun fact,
Genuinely
ban.
only await a missive from Sunperch. I'll be sending out invitations.
Oh, hello.
Today is a day for unusual visitors.
You woke Lamat, was it not?
It was not.
I doubted you could slay Valigarmanda, but the quiet skies proclaim your triumph. Had the Vidral been suffered to roam free, it would have terrorized us all. Once again, we find ourselves in your debt.
Do you know what I just realized?
You owe us nothing. We fought because we wanted to.
I realize now what Kizwan was saying at the start of stream.
A debt has been incurred. All the same, it will haunt me if I do not repay it.
This is supposed to be the community night, and I've been bloody doing MSQ.
I wouldn't even know what to ask for.
Whoops. Sorry about that.
Perhaps he can tell us about the dreams of the Golden City.
Still, at least we're making more progress, so it's okay.
Oh, good idea. That was on my list of questions I wanted to ask.
I completely forgot, Gags. I just went autopilot.
Dreams.
Just went autopilot.
Yes. We have records of our forebears and their visions from the time before the Shaktural expedition.
I've started, so I'll carry on, but maybe Tuesday. Maybe Tuesday we'll do
What
it.
did your forebears see?
A heavenly land, suffused with a golden glow. Its people lived as gods, never aging, never dying.
Honestly, thought it was Thursday in my head. It doesn't feel like Friday.
And conflict. Every building was a palace, and in their midst reigned a silent goddess, a statue so tall even my kin would need lift their gaze to behold its visage.
A statue of a goddess. That's new.
Aye, and compared to the abstract imagery we'd previously heard, this was a detailed description.
The dreamers were consumed by their visions, compelled to seek out the paradise they'd been shown. They journeyed to Shaktural,
where they died in droves.
Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The tales Book Evu shared may have been rooted in historical fact.
Thanks, Scott.
Perhaps. Who can know the truth of it? Once our ancestors left the forest, there were no more dreams. No dreamers.
I can't believe I forgot it was community night.
The forest? What do you mean?
From the very first, the visions were set to visit only those who worked the quarries in Yaktel. But after they were ravaged by disease and saw fewer newborns, they were forced to abandon that territory. Once our people's withdrawal to Urkopacha was complete, we never again dreamed of the Golden City.
So only Yokhui in that one specific area experienced the visions. Fascinating.
Well, we're headed to Yaktel next. Maybe we'll find out more when we get there. Thank you for sharing your stories with us.
I do not require gratitude. I merely repaid a debt.
It's funny how he's setting the price that he owes us.
Farewell, Wook Lamat. I do not think our paths will cross again.
Why is he determining how much he owes us and just claiming that his balance sheet is level? I would say that having saved the life of one of his friends and defeated a monster that was threatening his people, him stepping aside off a path was the very least he could do, and sharing the story that of his ancestors is also the very least that he could do. So, you know, I'm just thinking he's very ungrateful, and he needs to get off his high horse. Scott, thank you for your help today. Enjoy dinner. I don't think Vorpola and his brethren will have a sudden change of heart about Tuli Yolal, but that doesn't mean they'll never change at all. Today is proof of that. All right, let us quickly, before we carry on with MSQ, let's unlock flight, because all we have to do is these two little questies, and flight will be ours. I'm not even going to read them. I'm just going to quickly blitz through them and get them unlocked. That's one. It's kind of frustrating. Yeah, I know. How dare, like... You saved the life of my friend. I will therefore step off this path. My debt is repaid. No, it bloody isn't. No, it bloody isn't. I tell you that now. I'll tell you that now, right now. It's absolutely not paid. And you owe me for killing the other dude thingy bob, you know? I killed that burb. I didn't just save his life, killed the burb that attacked him as well, didn't I? Where's my payment for that? Ungrateful. Hypocritical. You are not strong enough to face Valigarmanda. Hey, I didn't see you climbing that mountain to kill Purple Birdie earlier, did I? No, I didn't. You hypocritical son of a gun. Have a word with yourself. That's what I'd say to him if I was in here. I wouldn't last long. I wouldn't last long living in this world. Hey, that's Laketta. Could have forced you off the... Yeah, we could have... I was all for striking him down. I was like, you don't want to be... You want to stand in my way? You want to throw down with me, the warrior of light? Dude, do you know? Do you even know what it is that you do? I think not. I think you know not who you interfere with, son. Very British colonial of you. I see something, it is mine. That is the British way. That was obviously a joke. That was obviously a joke. Go away, Thule Dial, I'm busy. Oh, I know you want to keep all this stuff, but I've already planted the flag, you see. Simon. It's gonna make me fight. Let's kill this thing before. Oh. Oh, bye then. Oh, you coming back? No. I hate when they rubber band like that. It really does my head in. How small did he think the path was? We could just walk around him. He forgot his keys. Dude, where's my car? Now, how am I getting on with this new... That's a little better. Oh, Scott went offline, didn't he? So I can disband party. Maybe I should make him have a new debt to me. Be like, you looked at me the wrong way. You owe me a debt, a life debt. Maybe the problem was we didn't state the cost up front. We let him. This is actually negotiation tactics about letting the other party make the first offer of a price first if you're trying to buy something off them. Maybe we should have set what our cost was, because he went in low. He went in low, and then we couldn't get him to go high to where we wanted him to be. Oh, for crying out loud, this isn't even MSQ. Get out of it, skip cutscene. How dare you blind my eyes like that? That's not even MSQ, and is he playing at? Is he playing at with that? Is he playing at? I can fly now. No one expects the Terali flashbang. Not even MSQ. How dare it? I think it's time we return to Thule Hjolal. After scaling Teral's tallest mountain and battling a legendary beast to the death, even dauntless heroes like you could probably use a rest. In any case, there are preparations to be made before we can visit the next destination laid out in the saga. The respite would be most welcome. I believe I hear the Forard cabins calling our names. Bye, everyone. Actually, before I go back, I'm going to quickly unlock... I'm going to quickly clear the map. Ooh, not in this mount, though. Ooh, not in this mount, though. Ooh, not in this mount, though. Not in that mount, either. I like the burbs. Yeah, the burbs will do. Say it again. Not that mount. Nope, nope, nope. Use the antelope. Ooh, not with that rider. I still really appreciate the tilt that they added to the mounts. Especially when the birds start to glide. It looks really cool when you tilt them like that. You can now explore the fucky snowtops for yourself. I think I shall. You get the stupid four guys rhino so often. Enjoy the mount. I ran out of space on that though. I know, and also there were some that I didn't really want as favorites, but I still liked to ride every now and then. So I turned off the set mount roulette to select from favorites only. For that reason. But still, it's fine. You never got it on. You never got four guys on your main, and you're okay with it. That needs to be remedied though, because you need to feel the pain. Can you burn it? It wouldn't it be good if they actually did say like you could permanently forget mounts that you just didn't like. Like one mount I hate is the flying eyeball thing. Where's that? The stupid flying eyeball. I hate it. What's it called? I don't even know where it, like when the Araman. I hate it. I hate that one, and it comes up in Mount Roulette so often. Does my head in. Uncouth oh, that's the class quest stuff. I need to do that actually. So yeah, sorry everyone, I forgot to do community day today. That was quite the oversight. I just completely forgot it was Friday. Went onto autopilot and just started cracking on with MSQ. But hey, we got another day of MSQ. We get a little bit further. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Rest well, everyone. We can meet back here later on. Make a toggle for not using it. Yeah, just turn it on and off. That would be way better, Kiraga. I have a small errand to run in the city, so I'll leave you to recover. Let's see. Clive's iconic adventure featuring Ben Starr. Oh, I've seen this before. I'll put it on in a minute. You have to climb the tower 3 more times. Will you be heading to the palace, Lamat? Let's finish this cutscene and then I'll play it. Lamat, did you hear me? Lost in our own little world, it seems. Well, no matter. While that's running, actually, I could go do my retainers. That's something that's not story related. Whilst we wait for the ads to end. I actually don't know. Where am I meant to go? It didn't... Oh, I've got to go to my room. Okay. We'll do that in a minute. I'm also level 95. I wonder if I could, like... I mean, I know I'm going to get the armor free anyway, but I wonder if I could just craft... Just jump ahead and craft my own armor. Probably could. I've probably got access to the nodes I need now to do that. Now that I can fly as well. I had to keep the Twitch lights on so we can all hang out and abuse James. That's how it be. That's how it be. Troyan. I think these items are going in my main inventory. I need to hold off until I reach redacted. Okay. I need to hand in all these things to my grand company. I have way too much stuff. I've got a mansion wall for some reason. You pay for them, Haley. You pay for them. When you start the delights of crafting, you find that you need a lot more storage space. Like you can see, you get 175 storage per retainer. You can see mine are all pretty filled. That's just you being a hoarder. I am trying to sell them. I am trying to sell stuff. You can get up to 3, I think, free. Because well, kind of free. I subscribe to the app as well. And that means that you get a retainer with that as well, which was one of the reasons I did it. What else? There's something else the app gives you. I think you get like double chocobo saddle space or something like that. But anyway, I did that and it gave me an extra retainer. But yeah, then I needed more. It's kind of free insofar as you have to pay money. Well, I mean, it's like you get the retainer free with another service that you pay for. Like if you look at it that way. 2 free, 7 add-on, companion app, totals 20 a month sub. There you go. I won't keep those retainers forever. I don't think. Like once I start getting to max crafter level, I'll probably start dropping some of them. The app is terrible. The app is actually terrible. It doesn't even recognize, like, one of the things it's supposed to do when you log in, you're supposed to be able to change the home screen. And it's got home screens for Stormblood, it's got home screens for Shadowbringers. If you try and select those, or if I try and select those, it says, you haven't completed those expansions yet, you're not allowed to have this home screen. And I'm like... you know? Double chocobo space, not the intended use. Yeah, that's exactly what I use it for, Pirate. Exactly the same. Oh, I can just go to the cabin now? Okay. It's very Reservoir Dogs. I know it wants me to put the better stuff on, but I'm not gonna. Welcome back, Master Lee. Your cabin is just as you left it, minus a light layer of dust. Hey. Oh, Heartstream. I'm sorry, I forgot to. I didn't say hello to you earlier. I saw you come in while the YouTube video was playing. I just didn't want to say anything, but I forgot to say hello. Hello, and thank you for your comments on my epic name. No one else would agree with you, I don't think, but thank you for the kind words nonetheless. Hey, Wook, what do you want?
Have a moment?
I'm not into you that way, Wook. No, please. Oh, she's let herself in. Look, Wook, listen, love, no, it's not going to work, okay? It's not going to work.
There's something I wanted to talk to you
Oh, you
about.
don't have to. You don't have to. Come on now. Can we just enjoy the day? Can we just inject the just enjoy the day? You know, we don't have to talk. We don't have to.
So,
You can leave if you like. This is very awkward.
it's just too stuffy in here, that's what. We should go outside. Aye, a nice walk in the fresh air. That's what we need.
We've been walking for days in the fresh air. We've just come from the mountains. We've literally just come from the mountains. We've had all the fresh air that we can stomach. The idea was to go back to our rooms and chill out, not whatever. Sorry to drag you away from your nice, comfortable cabin, but I could feel the walls closing in. Oh, I know. I'll take you to one of my favorite places in Tuli Hyolal. That should help me get my thoughts in order. We'll go to the Resplendent Quarter and make our way up from there. Do we have to? More Pulp Fiction, lost John Travolta. Where am I? Reject humanity, embrace fairy. I don't want to. I don't want to. My character is already in a committed relationship with a woman who is already in a committed relationship. My character will see not past Mrs. Lavalier. The twins don't yet know, so please don't mention it to them. They don't yet know that the Warrior of Light is soon to be their Warrior of Daddy. They're not aware. Neither is Mr. Lavalier. Wook certainly gives that needy friend who wants to hang out all the time. You just want to chill in your house and don't have the heart to tell them. Ah. Your character's only special relationship is with Cloaca. Where is Cloaca these days? I don't even know where she is. Pray return to Wook. Peshiwa, what are you doing up and about? Is your back feeling better? It's much healed now, so don't make a fuss. Besides, I can't be lounging in bed all day when you're out there fighting your hardest to win the throne. You're the claimant with the greatest love for peace. I love this nation of ours, and lending you my support is the least I can do. When I see you smile like that, how can I not be encouraged? Oh ho ho, there's plenty more who believe in your cause. I can recruit a whole battalion of smiling faces if you think it'll help. Yours alone is more than enough. Thank you, Peshawar. And thank you, Third Promise. I shall pray for your success in the contest. Oh yeah. All those smiling faces. Ah, sorry, James, I'm getting distracted. It's just that with the progress we've made in the contest, even these everyday encounters feel that much more special. Do you think we can take our time and maybe wander around a little first? Then we can head to that spot. I was thinking, oh, Wook, please don't embarrass yourself. I told you Mrs. Lavalier is the only lady for me. In the game. So who in the game, Brunette, in the game, my character
This is much better. I used to come here all the time when I was little. I'd look out over the whole city, and whatever worries I had would seem so small.
You mean you would step out of that door over there and then stand here? Okay.
Do you remember what I said at the top of Warkor Zormor? I would fight to preserve Papa's peaceful Tural?
Yes, I do remember that. Yes, I do work. Yes.
Well, I've been thinking a lot since then. About what peace really means. If it's just the absence of war. And it brought to mind all the best parts of our journey so far.
Fade to black change. Nice. That was the really happy one. I liked him. He was good. That one's happy too. Not as happy as the last guy. He had a big beard. Well, we just met her. That was just now. We don't really need a flashback for something that literally just happened, do we?
I realize nothing gives me greater joy than the happiness of others. Life has its ups and downs, but the company of family and friends and the music of their laughter is what makes it worth living. And as silly as it might sound, I've come to believe that those smiling faces are the best measure of peace.
You wish for a world like in the Yokhui's dream? Is that what you wish for?
With eternal life and no struggle or conflict, it's certainly an ideal worth striving for. Who knows if we could make such a world a reality? But renouncing war and conquest seems like a good place to start. So, this is my plan.
Okay, here we go.
When I become Dawn Servant, I'll build on Papa's peace. Our people will live together in happiness. It's just like Kryl said. By taking the time to hear their concerns, understand their feelings, and consider how best to serve, with each passing day, I'll be that much closer to becoming the leader I want to be. It's hard for me to say how much I've changed since the contest began. But there's one thing I can say with confidence.
I'm not... No, Mrs. Lavalier, no.
I wouldn't have come this far without you as allies.
We are good friends. Friends,
If it
yes.
wasn't for you all listening and feeling and thinking along with me, I would have never learned so much, and in so short a time. There are 2 keystones left. After everything that's happened, and imagining what could happen, are you still willing to walk this path with me?
Yes, my good friend. My friend. I'm all about the power of friendship, me.
Gods for that. Well, I've nothing else to get off my chest.
Ah, good.
I need to head to the palace, but I'll see you back at the cabins.
She bailed on what she brought me up here for. It's fine. It's fine. Phew. Ah, sleeping in bed with your boots on, man. Take your shoes off. I tell you what, I do not wake up that cleanly. When I wake up, I'm like, oh, God, oh, no. Oh, turn off the alarm. Snooze. I do not wake up as cleanly as he just did. Like, very polite opening of eyes, and then up, ready for the day, fully dressed with my boots on. No, sir, that's not how we do in the James Lee household. Let me tell you that now. Actually, the way we wake up in the at the weekends has increasingly been my son shouting in with like ridiculous things. Like he'll be like, "I need someone to come and make my bed," and we're like, "Why did you mess your bed up?" "I need someone to mess my bed. It's 5:30 in the morning. What are you doing? Why is your bed messy at 5:30? You should be asleep. What are you doing in it?" Things like that. Things like that. Got a baby on the way. We need all the sleep we can get before that, before the new one arrives, you know? Daddy, can I put YouTube on at 6 a.m.? No is the answer. You look to be in good spirits. I assume your leisure time was well spent. I was glad to snatch some quality sleep myself. After all, it will soon be back onto the road for us. Oh, new sword. Dark mahogany weapon coffer. Incoming at level 94. Oh, we're on level 94 MSQ. Let me upgrade my stream title so people know where I am. We are now level 94 MSQ. I'm sure the others will be along shortly. I do hope everyone has rested well. Does anyone know, where do you start the Heavensward Mandeville quests? I could Google it, but I'm just wondering if someone knows off the top of their head where to start that. I thought it might be in Foundation, but I couldn't see him there. Now that we've refreshed ourselves somewhat, let us consider all claimants as they currently stand. Zoral, Jah, and Kona have completed every feat thus far and hold 5 keystones apiece. Lamat would be equal with them, but for Bakul Jajar's thievery, which has left us 1 short. That conniving braggart didn't so much as lift a finger for the feat of proof and wreaked havoc for the feat of ice. He can't have more than 3 keystones at most. He may think he can simply steal what he needs to win, but he's sorely mistaken. I will be taking back what is mine. This I swear. Near Forton Manor. I fear that reclaiming your keystone may not be enough. That is, if Bakul Jajar's unleashing of Valigarmanda is any indication. Using his lead, I anticipate that he will move to obtain the remaining keystones before disrupting his rival's attempts. We may all find ourselves being forced to take from one another. Another. I can't say I'd be comfortable with that. But neither will I surrender my claim to the throne so easily. If it's for the sake of preserving the happiness of my people, I'll do what I must. The last 2 keystones we require are those of the Lay of Repast and the Lay of the Brotherhood. The former depicts the cessation of hostilities between the Mamul Jar and Jabral in the forests of Yaktel, specifically near a village called Ikbrax. That's where I was born, if you recall. I haven't been back there since Papa took me in when I was a baby. Where the Lay of the Brotherhood takes place, however, is unclear. In the saga, it is said that a foreign explorer came seeking an audience with the Dawn Servant, but little more than that. Eosia has a similar tale. The explorer, Ketenram, befriended a 2-headed king known as the Autarch before commencing his travels across Tural. He journeyed here several times afterwards, but was ultimately lost at sea. At least that is the commonly held belief. Your 2-headed king certainly sounds like Papa, so this Ketenram fellow must have come to Tuli Hyolal. But if he indeed arrived some 80 years ago, the capital may not have been built yet, vestiges of Yokhui architecture notwithstanding. Wait, you said Autarch, didn't you? Then Ketenram must have met the Dawn Servant in Mamuk. Mamuk? Is that a city? one of the grandest in Toral once upon a time, and the seat of the Mahmud Jar's homeland. It too lies in Yaktel, not far from Ikbrax. Then, all things considered, Yaktel seems the obvious choice for our next destination. Whoops. From here, the safest method of travel is by dirigible. We should make for the landing once our preparations are complete. We're riding in one of Kona's balloons? They can't be any worse than ships, can they? Bring your sick bag. Bring your sick bag and hold on tight. Remember that time we walked around the entire city? Good times. Good times. The next flight to Yaktel will be leaving shortly. Passengers are asked to keep hands, legs, and luggage inside the dirigible at all times. Are we sure that thing will stay in the air? All the way to Yaktel? Couldn't I just ride one of my own mounts? Are you ready? Bags packed and goodbye said. There's no going back once we lift off. Why is there no going back, exactly? Not that I'm nervous or anything. I'm just making sure that you're not nervous. I can come back. I'll just teleport back. Be easy. Oh, who am I kidding? My knees won't stop shaking. Hey, will you hold my hand? Just until I've settled my nerves. Listen, well, come on now. I wanted to have this conversation with you yesterday. I don't think it's appropriate, okay? I just don't think so. Maybe ask Aaronville. That stick in the mud? He'd never let me live it down. There she is. Third promise. Wait just a moment. Mablu and Tobli. Of course, I'll wait as long as you need. Sorry to delay you, but we were able to discover the origin of Kryle's earring. Why she looked disappointed? Is that so? You said before that it gained popularity in Yogg-Toral as a protective ward for travelers, correct? That's right. We tracked down the elderly merchant to whom first sales are attributed. According to him, the design imitates an accessory worn by a foreign mage he met at market some 20 years ago. Little did he know that charming taste of salt would prove to be a commercial triumph. A foreign mage wearing this earring could only be grandfather. Did the merchant happen to mention which market? One in Yaktel, to where it seems you're already bound. What luck! Then I shall seek my next clue once we arrive. Is it mere coincidence that brought my grandfather there, or yet another discovery to look forward to? Thank you both for coming all this way. Anything for the third promise. Good luck with the rest of the rite. Thanks, I won't let you down. I've just got to board this dirigible and I'm good as there. Last call for passengers to Yaktel. In other words, get in the basket or we'll leave them without you. I really hope she wins. Yaktel will test her mettle, without a doubt. The next Dawn Servant must be willing to bear the full weight of this nation's history, no matter how heavy it may be. We're going to learn some distasteful things about Mamul Jar Jar now. Maybe about his origins and his initial expansion of what, you know. Are they fireflies?
The Xibruk hunters who laid claim to this land call it the Azure Forest, Yaktel. Battered by meteors in ancient times and colored mesmerizing shades of blue and green by nature, it is easy to understand why the place is so named.
You know, I remember them saying this expansion would be kind of Final Fantasy IX theme, but there hasn't been that much Final Fantasy IX stuff. Like, there's been, there's obviously the Viper class, which is a little bit like Zidane's weapons.
Once battled for dominance, but the right of succession would reach its climax.
There is one boss I seem to remember, which was an enemy from 9. That's where the roller coaster starts going downhill. Well, let's wait and see then. Maybe I'm speaking too soon.
Are you all right?
I've never been good with heights.
The vegetation is far denser than in Kozumauka.
I suggest you pay more attention to the ground, unless you want to walk straight into a cenote.
Cenote?
A cenote?
Cenote.
Sinkholes filled with rain and groundwater. Many meteors fell here long ago, it is said, and after they struck the earth, it became susceptible to erosion. Deep as some of the pits are, you'll not climb out in a hurry should you take a tumble. So, don't take a tumble.
Why is he looking at her? Why is he looking?
It was one time.
Is the Xibruk community depicted in the Lay of Repast close by?
Aye. We need but follow the path a short way west.
Right. I can't stand here with my knees knocking forever. Let's get going.
New area. (188 southwest). Okay. I imagine that's going to be near where the Aetheryte is, so we'll just keep heading that way. With thicker vegetation comes reduced visibility. I advise you to keep someone in sight at all times. You all just vanished! What do we do? 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 Water's nice. Where'd those spikes come from, you lethal little animal? There it is. Number 1 of this area. (237 north). It's over there. Or maybe north of the landing site, perhaps. Hey, good night, Guy in a Hat Games. Good seeing you tonight. Rest up well. Good. Everyone's accounted for. Xibruk is up ahead. Let's be on our way. Why are you all down here when the town is over there? Erenville was not exaggerating about the cenotes. It would be a grueling ordeal to climb out of one. Well, thankfully we made it here without incident. Let's not dally any longer. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Wow, I got 13 Auron Regis ingots from that. That's a fair few. Okay. That'll do for now, and then Cobalt ton. Okay, so the armors and weapons that I'm about to get are in fact, Christ almighty. They are in fact the more powerful ones. So we're finally starting to get to that stage where Augmented Credendum is no longer the strongest stuff. And we're going to get our chest piece. Lamat's attention is divided between the perilously deep cenote and Xibruk. Ready to head on in? Let's head on in. Wook. Would you wook at that? Our first task should be finding the Elector. Hopefully our relative tardiness will not reflect poorly upon us. The third promise and her retinue, I presume. You presume right. I seek the Dawn Servant's Elector. Then come and join us in the Garden of the Stars at the village center. Everyone is waiting for you. Everyone? And who might that be? There is but one way to find out. Come! That's the first come. Let us follow him. That's the first time we've come today. And it's already what, like 2.5 hours in? There's some good endurance today. Oh, you're here.
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
How about you shut up?
I've known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide. I wouldn't have bothered with Valigarmanda in the first place.
You self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
Now that we are assembled, let us begin. My name is Hunmuruk. As Ibrash Rash, I have the honor of serving as elector on behalf of my people.
Xibruk, he said. Xibruk Rash.
As all 4 claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival. Third promise. If you would please join us.
Is it a pie eating contest?
You have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation. You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
But Cool's gonna be like, I'm already 2.
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Be warned. Only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I advise you to cooperate with your partner. Teams will be decided by lots. Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
Who said he could go first?
Twelve forbid Lamat is paired with Bakul Jaja. After all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
Claimants, please present your colors. I have red.
Blue.
On separate teams, then. And the rest?
Red. Which means...
Together again, as fate would have it.
Means we're winning.
Victory's as good as ours.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
Well done, Urianger. Haven't lost your flair for stating the obvious, I see.
Listen well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Xibruk cuisine. Xibruk Pibil.
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
You want the keystone or not?
Seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say?
Shut
Indeed.
up, Thancred.
If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink. The Hanu replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living. So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
Spacing out today. It's just Wook's
With each feat,
presence.
we've deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this what Father intended for us all along? A leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tule Yolal onto a more prosperous future. The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Xibruk Pibil will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques.
And there's the rub, isn't it? What are these
Kitchens
techniques?
have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster. Let the feat of repast begin.
He's just hungry. Do you reckon he was just hungry before we all turned up? And like our original feat was supposed to be like, go out, kill these beasts.
I've heard of Xibruk Pibil before.
Go out and go out and kill these beasts. And then it was just like he was hungry, and he's like, actually, could you just make my dinner? I'm really hungry. Corey, welcome in. How you doing? Can't we make tacos instead? Now that Corey's here. Did I synchronize to the... Did I attune? I can't remember if I did. I definitely haven't got the gemstone trader there, so we'll quickly just check back. I was doing okay, and then your shirt. What's wrong with my shirt? What's wrong with my shirt? There we go. I hadn't. This is Yaktel. I was about to say there's a lot of Aetheryte locations, but actually compared to the other expansions, there's not that many more. You just thought you'd start off with the hate, right? That's fine. That's fine. You know, you may as well start with your true intentions. It's fine. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine. How fortunate that this feat's unique stipulations have frustrated Bakul Jajar's attempt to delay us. Serves him right. That's what he gets for endangering my people with his schemes. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? He's plenty strong and obviously has a mind for strategy, twisted though it may be. I'll never understand him. Putting aside our competition for the moment, allow me to express how glad I am for this opportunity to work together. As I see it, our team possesses a distinct advantage. Heh, of course we do. Any team I'm on is bound to succeed. Precisely. You mean we have an advantage in numbers, yes? Our competition has a team of 6. the two claimants, Saril Jar and Bakul Jajar's lackeys. Whereas we are a team of 9, that's 3 more people we can mobilize. With the task suitably delegated, it should be a brisk affair to learn the recipe and assemble necessary ingredients. Too easy. Well, we mustn't be overconfident, lest we make a careless mistake that could have been easily easily avoided. Can't speak. What happened to me then? Our first order of business should be determining the recipe for Xibruk Pibil. We can hardly gather ingredients for a dish we know nothing about. Given the nature of this feat, asking for answers directly may prove less effective than simply observing the daily habits of the Xibral people. Let us gather here once we have seen what clues this village has to offer. You know, I'm something of a culinarian myself. Level 90 and everything. I can make this stuff. Oh, apparently I can't. Never mind. Well, it could be a mastercraft recipe. It could be. No. Never mind. Search for clues. We must hunt for the clues. I'm going to put my fingers in all your spices. A number of spices, some entirely unfamiliar to you, are nestled in a basket. Heh, that one's called Akioti. We mostly use it to add a bit of color to our most popular cuisine, but its medicinal benefits are as significant as well. Okay, so we need Akioti. We need Akioti. I'm all right, thanks, Corey. It's coming up to the weekend. I couldn't be more pleased. No work for 2 days. Lots of work when I go back, but no work for 2 days. The recipe for Xibruk Pibil. I wish I could tell you, friend. A dish so delicious is meant to be shared. Alas, we are forbidden from divulging anything. Orders from Hunbul Ruk himself. But your mentioning it is giving me a fierce craving. I only hope there's still Xibruk to be had at market. Xibruk. Why, I think he was trying to tell us something. We ought to cut our losses and head for Mamuk. This feat is nothing but a fool's errand. You're the fool if you think you won't tan our hides for leather if we dare to return without enough keystones. Besides, we've taken from the house cat before. How difficult could a second time be? Hello, folks. What are you looking at, salt liquor? Mind your own business. We're in danger. How are you today, Corey? I answered your question and then rudely did not ask it back. I do sincerely apologize. An unusually colored banana peel has been neatly arranged on the ground, which appears to be smoking. Smoking? Oh no, it appears I've gone and dropped my Jatika banana peel. I could barely see it for all the steam issuing from my underground oven. There's nothing like enjoying a tasty banana while you use the leaves in your cooking. All right. I don't think the people of this village understand the don't tell them anything about this recipe. I don't think they understand the concept of withholding information. Sorry, I'm back. What did we discover about Xibruk Pibil? True to your prediction, the villagers were forbidden from educating us. Directly. However, many were still preparing it as one might a staple dish. An observation of their techniques yielded clues enough. A lady blending local herbs and spices was only too happy to describe the ones I didn't recognize, while neither confirming nor denying any relation to Xibruk Pibil. But one in particular she attributed to all common Jabral dishes. Akioti, she called it. I see. Then if Xibruk Pibil is indeed a dish as ubiquitous as Alphinaud claims, we have confirmed our first ingredient. Meanwhile, I did observe a cook burying bundles wrapped in the leaf of najul, or banana, in certain localities. 'Twould seem the use of subterranean ovens is commonplace. I saw the same. I think we all know what's inside those bundles then, don't you? Citizens in the taco parade on Main Street, we haven't said a word. I'll be serious, Xibruk, without a doubt. We want to win. As would be expected of a dish called Xibruk Pibil indeed. So, to summarize, this dish is one of Xibruk, flavored with a combination of spices that includes akioti and steamed underground within najul, or banana leaves. Given our assumptions are correct, we must now learn where and how to procure our ingredients. As a staple cuisine, its ingredients would be close at hand, which is why Thancred and I scouted the surrounding forests while you were all exploring the village. Between the local vegetation and wild Xibruk, we should have everything we need in regards to meat and spices. Akiote, is that how you say it? Akiote? Yeah, leave it to a master gleaner. With that, we should next divvy up our tasks. While some gather ingredients, others should make ready the kitchen. I bet you I'm going to be on ingredients duty. I can help prepare the kitchen. Permit me to assist as well. Our ovens will doubtless require firewood, and I have some experience in its gathering. Watch what happens here. Everyone is going to volunteer for what they want to do, and then I will be told what to do. I too should be glad to volunteer mine aid. Then the rest of us will gather ingredients. I can make quick work of the spices and herbs myself. I'm happy to lead someone to a suitable Xibruk if they will perform the requisite deed, Alice. As for the Najul leaves, I believe I am capable of acquiring that much on my own. Be warned, you won't find Najul in these parts. They only grow in the Jatika heartland, forests far below these. Such an excursion may be time-consuming. Perhaps we ought to try bartering first. This feat encourages our communication with the locals, after all. Lamat, James, if you would accompany me on my errand. See? No better way to whet my appetite. Good. Let us be about our tasks then. Come on, let's go and get those Najul leaves. The sooner we do, the sooner we can eat. No, I don't want to do it that way. Not yet. Wow. That's something, isn't it? That is some kind of armor. I do like the swords. The swords are actually pretty cool. Yeah, they're pretty cool, they are. Alright, Kona, where are you taking us? Some trousers, okay. Let us see if there are Najul leaves to be had in town. Perhaps the cook Oriange mentioned might be persuaded to spare us a few. We're meeting up with some family this weekend, Corey. They have some cousins of mine. They have a little kid. So we're going to take our little kid. And the kids are going to go and have fun and do fun things. And maybe I might even drink a beer. It's wild stuff, I know. Ah, happy birthday to your little turd. I'm joking. No, I was repeating what you said. I wasn't. You know what I was doing. Don't. You know what I was doing there. You know what I was doing. Hello, kid. Do you need anything? What do y'all do? Cards, darts, drinking, fighting? Yeah, we just go out in the street and shoryuken an old lady and then knock back a Stella. No, we're gonna. I'm not really sure the full plan for tomorrow, but yeah, we're gonna meet with. I think we're just going for a walk. He's doing shockingly well, to be fair, with us dealing with the twins. That must have been a massive shock to deal with for him. But yeah, no, absolutely. Now, Jewel leaves for purposes other than Xibruk Pibil, naturally. Unfortunately, I've just used up my last. You'll have to travel to the lower forests for more. Golmajik Grove is the source of the finest Najul leaves you'll find. Wild variants you sometimes see in the city markets can't compare. Nothing compares. I see. I had hoped to avoid such a lengthy venture, but if there's no other way to obtain our ingredient, then to the Jartika heartland we shall go. Allow me to save you the trip. Traveling there requires that you go through Teenbeck Traverse, but it has caved in, due to the recent storm, I expect. What? But that means we can't get our Najul leaves. But we can, can't we? If there was no other way of procuring them, you would have suspended this feat, or else altered its objective. Perhaps. Anyway, I apologize for the interruption, but having overheard your conversation, I felt compelled to chime in. That's very kind of you. Any last-minute advice you'd be willing to share? Only to partake the feat of repast with an empty stomach. You may find Xibruk Pibil to be a delicious but daunting dish to finish. I can't wait. Here's a den you can retreat to under it with a switch if things get a bit loud. Oh, that's really cool. That's nice. Still, if there are, I might nick an idea like that actually. Because yeah, when the baby, I mean, obviously we're not gonna have twins, but like when the baby arrives, it's still gonna be noisy. And ours is only 4, so that's not a bad idea. Given a little space that he can just disappear into if he wants to. Not a bad idea. Still, if there are no leaves here, and we can't travel for more, how are we supposed to gather all our ingredients? These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and cultures of Tuli Hyolal. So perhaps there is something about Xibruk Pibil that we have yet to learn, something of significance other than its recipe or ingredients. Oh, I see, like, who was the first to make it? Its history, that sort of thing. If it's Yaktel's history you're interested in, you should start with the old war. Between the Xibruk and Mamul Jah, right? These forests have borne witness to centuries of warfare, the evidence of which remains a scar upon the earth. To know the end of that bloodshed is to know Xibruk Pibil. Huh? What does Steam Xibruk have to do with bloodshed? Precisely the question we must answer. Vexing though such a detour may seem, I can think of no other way to approach this feat. In that case, you may wish to visit the site of a settlement ruined by the war, the village of Ilyon Asso. It lies a short distance to the east. The village of Ilyon Asso. Understood. Thank you for your help. Come. Let's go and see this place. Iron Blobby for nightmare fuel. IKEA do shelves that look like the OG Donkey Kong level, ladders and all. Ooh. Minecraft Bouncy Castle. That does sound really cool. Lucky lad. I hope he has a good birthday. This reminds me, when we went to New Zealand, we went to, oh god, my mind's gone blank. The natives of New Zealand, Maori. We went to a Maori town, and while we were there, we had like a traditional dinner, which was cooked in steamed ovens in the earth, just like what you saw in the game just then. It was really cool. It was really cool. Did you get barbacoa? I don't know what that is, so probably not. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. I can't remember exactly what we ate. Tough meat cooked. Oh, there was. Yeah. We did. That was exactly what it was. It was like cooked meat and vegetables and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was like a full-on meal, all cooked underground. There's an ether current over here. That's why I'm going over this way. 201 northeast. I didn't know that was the word for it. I was on, just while I'm thinking out loud, I was on It's George's stream earlier today, and in her background, on her set, on her like, on her like, I can't speak today. I don't know what it is. On her wall behind her, she's got like a neon sign written in her own name. And it looked really cool. I'm gonna look into that. It looked really nice. Not that when I'm in this camera mode you can actually see it, but I think it'd be nice to have something like that. You got one of those neon signs, but you got the Cyberpunk logo. When I've looked into it in the past, and I only like had a very brief look into it. I didn't like do any detailed research or anything, but I couldn't find anywhere you could print your own. Oh crap! I couldn't find anywhere you could print your own. It's not printing, is it? But where you could like customize what the words actually said. They were all neon signs like the live, laugh, love kind of crap, and that's not what I want, obviously. So I might have to have a proper look into it. You just got a wall light finally, only a cheaper Halloween one, but you've been intending it for ages. You can only put generic stuff on sale and then contact the seller. Yeah, maybe. And then they just have to make it, kind of thing. Like, wouldn't it be one thing that would be cool, like to make a neon version of my logo? That'd look pretty cool in neon lights, I reckon. I reckon so, therefore it must be. It wouldn't even have to have my name then. Just the actual circle with the sword and J. That'd look pretty cool. Although I don't know if it's a bit too detailed. A Neon Genesis. No, not a Neon Genesis version of my logo. A neon version of my logo. Less Genesis, more neon. 80 Northwest. There it is. I don't trust Etsy. Every time I hear of something being bought from Etsy, it sounds like a disaster. A Jeems version? Jeems? You bought some risky stuff? Maybe it's worth a look. Etsy was good till AI became a thing. Alright, 521 South, that's beyond the boundary there, so I'm not going to go and get those. I'm just going to get back to MSQ. Dum dum dum. The village of Ilion Asso must be further east. Let us continue with haste. For all we know, our competitors may be on our heels. I have already been there. I was just there. The place with the red buildings. I've just been there. Ah, bitch. I should have just spoke to them first. Ah. Amazing for 3D printed minis. This is one of those websites where you just have to take the risk if it's what you want. I did that with my emotes on Fiverr. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's one thing is like emotes and stuff like that. Because at least you can reference other work that they've done. But you never know. I guess you never know if they've made the emotes or if they've just robbed them from somewhere. So, yeah, that's true. I guess it is the same. I guess it is. Is this where Wook was born? So this is the village of Ilion Asso, or what's left of it. It was a place of light and life. My great-grandfather called it home, in fact. Oh, it's him. Oh, no, no, no. If he does that joke again, I swear to God, if he does the joke where he's like, I'm so sorry I caused you offense, you must take my head immediately. And she's like, I don't need to take your head. You don't have to be like that. And he's like, okay, fine. And then carries on. If he does that joke, I'm going to actually go crazy. I'm going to go bananas. You can put it down as a rant if you like. I don't care. If he does that joke again, I swear to God, I'm going to go bananas. And I'm just warning you all now. Wookivu, I didn't know you were in Yaktel. I was picking up lumber from Ikbrach when I heard the third promise was on her way to this site of deep historical significance. I immediately saw an opportunity to be of service, and so followed you here. Wookivu is a shipwright who came to our aid during the Feat of Reeds. A pleasure. You are a member of the Third Promise's retinue, I presume? For a moment, I suppose I am. My name is Kona, pleased to make your acquaintance. Kona. Now that's a good name. A familiar name. Where's my shirt? Shush! Kona, as in the second promise of Tuli Hyolal. To think that I addressed the Dawn Seven Son as some common retainer. Such disrespect cannot be excused. Please, take up your gun and... Oh, come on, not this again. I take no offense, so please do not dwell on it. Fuck off. Fuck right off. Take your silly face and be on your way. I want no... Why is he here? Why is he here with this crap again? This is like the fifth time that he's done this exact same thing. Why? It's not funny. It wasn't funny. The first time he did it, it was like, oh yeah, mildly amusing. It was like, it wasn't even that funny the first time. But to do it this many times, it's not that funny. All right, then I shan't dwell on it. Hi, O'Connors. Thank you for being my biggest fan. And right on cue. At least he's consistent. Yes, it is. I don't swear very often. But like, I can't deal with them anymore. I can't deal with them anymore. I understand you wish to learn more about the Xibruk Pibil. While I am forbidden by the Xibruk to divulge any information regarding its preparation, I would be happy to share what I know of Yaktel's history. Kiraga actually warned. She was like, "Yeah, this does not go away." I hope this is the last time. I'm hoping it's the last time, but given that this is like the 5th time or something, I'm not convinced it is. How many more times does he have to do it before it becomes funny? It will never become funny. You prefer fucky? Fucky off. We'd appreciate that. In its most basic sense, the conflict between the Xibruk and Mamul Jar was one of land. The Mamul Jar live in the lower forest, where the thick canopy obscures the sun and the soil is unforgiving to crops. This drove them to covet the upper forest, the home of the Xibruk, and they launched a determined campaign to seize it for themselves. So is this all about like they had a war, they fought, and now the bananas are like almost like a peace offering? The banana leaves are like a peace offering because they are only growing in the southern part of the forest. I already, like, I've seen where this goes. I should be the Dawn Servant. I should be the Dawn Servant. Sod all the rest of these people. I should be the Dawn Servant. Make it me, and I'll have this guy's head first. Yet advantage ever favors higher ground, and the Xibruk forces held the upper hand against the invaders, rebuffing them time and time again. He's right in that advantage favors the high ground. I learned that from Star Wars 3. When you have the high ground, you're a guaranteed winner. That's how that works. But as the state of this village would attest, the tide eventually turned. What brought it about? Something you know all too well, blessed siblings. Remember the last time you said you knew everything and then you didn't? I know everything. You must understand, the Mamul Jar were once a people as much at war with themselves as they were with the others. The Hubigo, Buniwa, and Dopro each sought to assert dominance over the others, even as they engaged the Xibruk in battle. In an effort to strengthen bonds and discourage infighting, Hubigo and Buniwa leaders arranged a marriage between their children. However, this political measure altered the course of history in ways no one could have ever imagined. Unless you're Darth Maul in episode 1, that's true. Corey, Star Wars has conflicting lessons. It was long believed that partners of different clans could not have children together. But then it happened. A child arrived who shared the blood of Hubigo and Buniwa both, a two-headed Mamul Jar. Blessed with tremendous physical strength and magical prowess, he grew into a mighty warrior before eventually arising as the first autarch, ruler of all 3 clans. Such qualities would dispose anyone to leadership, character notwithstanding. Under the autarch's rule, the newly united Mamul Jar became a force to be feared, and the war soon came to a head. I think it best you see the results firsthand. Let us visit another battlefield from that time, and there I shall continue the tale. It was not funny. The clip was not funny. The man is not funny. His little humorisms are not funny. Oh, there's Lakata. It's not funny. Be your quiz partner. Didn't even know Barrett's gun was on his right arm. He thought it was on the left and nearly convinced me if it wasn't for Lakata. It's true. The psychology theory of Obi-Wan, is that the one about where like he knew he had like he having learned in that Darth Maul battle, he knew like he was totally ready for what Anakin was going to do. So many of Obi-Wan's kills are from the low ground, including taking out Anakin by tricking him into jumping. Yeah. So he's used to being in that. He knows the tactics basically. He knows the way.
This is where most battles were fought between the Xibruk and Mamul Jar, the Shobrit Cinderfield.
A field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been.
The war over these lands began after the Yorqui's departure some 500 years ago.
And that, as they say, is that.
The two enemies repaid violence with violence. A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter.
Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago.
The Makotai Road.
Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn Servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
First they sealed Valigarmanda at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn Servant's behest.
Where was this guy when, like, primals were running rampant in Eorzea? Hey, who's in that tree? Oh, we're echoing. This is the first time we've echoed in ages. We're having an echo. Oh, it's someone who was there.
For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
He sounds young.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours. If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace.
It's code for... Yeah, he's actually having a stroke.
Buff your tails and scurry off, then. Cowards like you ill-deserve the bounty of this forest.
Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives.
We haven't actually heard him talk yet. The head of reason.
Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance?
The land of Eorzea. Oh my god!
You do not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us. Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
It's handy we all speak the same language. It's handy.
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end?
That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil and bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then?
Chaos, hello. How are you getting on with Legend of Dragoon?
You do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda.
What? You defeated the Sky Ruin? I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. how the Pelu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Those strengths are born of cooperation. The guiding principle of the nation we envision.
But our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
And then he used the banana leaves to make the dinner. And that's why they like the dinner. But who was in the tree? That's the question. Who was it?
And so began that legendary banquet.
And that, as they say, is
One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health. And, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the Dawn servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Xibruk steamed najul.
That's awesome. Predator was in the tree.
Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present.
The world's
Each
reversed.
side
You're on the
impressed
left.
by
Yeah.
the other's dish.
I've
Seeing
moved.
this, the Dawn servant laughed and declared once more. Their flavors, he said, would be even better combined. And he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
That's Xibruk Pibil, I'd wager.
To the left, to the left. Everything
It
you're
is a
on in a
marriage
box to
of
the left.
Xibruk and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation.
Oh, no, it's too late for these.
The servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the Dawn servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
Ignorance begets a strife.
Bright light.
Understanding begets fellowship.
Okay. Fucking
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Xibruk Pibil and the history it has written.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us.
You missed my rant earlier, Cinema Dreamer. I had a much more angry one. This guy in the red, who we were just talking to, he's got this quirk.
What's wrong?
And he thinks, you know what? It's just the people who've made this game think that this quirk is funny, and it's just not.
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some
It's just
scheme or
not.
another.
A quark?
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
You heard the reviews? You've never heard reviews so universally bad? Interesting. I've never been a fan of Borderlands. I've really tried. I've really, really tried to get into Borderlands, but I just... I just can't do it. I can't get into it. Oh, you actually did die. There you go. You can heal off that plant. Viper. Move further away from his core as it went on. I mean, like I say, I didn't get on with the art style. I didn't like it. I just didn't like the art style, and I don't know. It just made me feel headachy playing it so much. And I really, really did try. I put some time into it, and I've played multiple. I've tried to start it multiple times. I just can't get on with it. What in the goddamn Jamiroquai are you wearing? What, in my white mage setup? Have you not seen my white mage clan before? Have you not seen this clan before? Oh no, I've already, I long ago accepted it. I long ago accepted it, Kiraga. Yeah, it's just not for me. Some games just aren't for you, you know? That's one of them, it's not for me. Papa really did live up to his words. He traveled the land and learned about our people's myriad cultures. And we're doing the same now. Ah, thanks for the pair of trousers, Wook. I love a good new pair of trousers, thank you. Sarsenet slops. Some sloppy trousers. Thanks. Have you seen my new Black Mage clan? I put the hat back on. I couldn't relinquish the hat. I had to have the hat. That glam is some virtual insanity right there. Yeah, I had to take the hat because like the actual armor is obviously meant to have. Have I got the hat on me? No, I don't have it on me. But it's got like a flaming hat that goes with it. But I thought the top hat looked way better. Didn't really like BL2 that much. Legendary guns were way more rare in your experience than the way the guns scaled. They'd be useless after one area. For a good legendary halfway into the game that lasted you the whole game and was a lot of fun. Made enemies far too spongy. You like the floppy Black Mage hat from the 99 gear? Is that the one that you're wearing now? Is that this one? Archmage's Petasos? There's too many pointy wizard hats in this game. They need more top hats. They need more top hats. In my humble opinion. Oh my god, I can see your knickers. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to expose myself in such a way. Oh, what's this present? What's this? Wook Evu has given us valuable insight into the origins of Xibruk Pibil. However, we are still no closer to procuring the necessary Najul leaves unless... Tell me, was that historic feast commemorated in some fashion? With a monument, for instance? Indeed it was. Allow me to show you. Jabba jabba jabba. But at what Kona? At what cost? Oh, at what cost Kona? Sorry, I was like, at what Kona? Is Kona now a unit of currency? What's down here? Oh, water. 477 south. There's no banana leaves here. Here it is. Offered up by the two factions, these weapons symbolize their vow that they would never again raise arms against each other. Since this feat demands a journey through history, I thought it only logical that a monument like this might steer us true, especially one at the heart of so significant a battlefield. Lamat, James, would you help me search this area for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye. I will find you a raging clue. A clue that rages so hard you've never seen anything like it. Sure thing. That was my internal monologue. Fake long neck bitch. He's no Graha, is he? He's no Graha. Look here, this soil has been recently overturned. That's how you say something is counterfeit. Oh, someone buried a box. Are the banana leaves in the box? Well, well. I would have been satisfied to find only a hint, but here they are. Fresh in the jewel leaves. Why were they buried? Hunmuruk's doing, I'd wager. There's a poetry in hiding them on this battlefield, given that it was central to the war they helped end. Yeah, so he planned all this from the start. Thank you again, Wookiee, but we wouldn't have found these leaves without your help. It was my honor to render assistance. And with apologies to present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well, Third Promise. Ever since I witnessed your performance in the Feat of Reeds, I've been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. All devised solutions to the Hanuhanu's ailing crops, but you alone sought to know their culture and revive Ihihana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. In my humble opinion, no one cares more for the people of Tuli Holal and what they hold dear. Should you again require the historical musings of an old shipwright, I'm ever at your service. I don't think we'll need you again. For now, I take my leave. I think you can go and never darken our door again. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye now. I cannot argue with that. We have what we need. Let us return to Xibruk's. Brush is, isn't it? Not Brax. Brush. Sus. That was a sus face. It said that it was south. There's an ether current to the south, so let's have a quick look and just see. I think it might be across the gap. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it, but I'm just going to see what is down there. I have a feeling it's down here near this etherite. Bam, 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 bam. 220 to the south. 220 to the south. It is more south. 125 to the south. 17 southeast. Southeast. Is it up above me? It's up above me, isn't it? Or below me? Ah, nuts. Yeah, it's in there. Okay. Okay. Have to do more questing. Can't get through there yet. Unless. Stand by. Historical amusing. Does he think that means hysterically amusing? Because he's not. You're damn right. There it is. But that was Thancred's bitch ass again. Oh god, I just nearly fell off. That was close. Jumping when I'm on follow you. I left Laketta behind. Alright, let's get back. Once I've lost this enemy, I'll probably just teleport it. Yep, there we go. Okay, let's teleport in. Get rid of the car, buy a big motorcycle. That is, this is the way. Yo, everyone, it's dinner time! I'm glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect. I hope so. I'm famished. I know, Sodeo. I want to finish this quest. Oh, look, you see now? Look what you've done, Sodeo. Look what you've done. Look what you've done. I blame you squarely for that, Sodeo. How did everyone fare? You can glam a high level with a low level if the item's in the glam dresser. Oh yeah, of course you can, yeah. We got the Najul leaves. Wook-Evu came along and helped us find them. Wook-Evu was here? I would have liked to say hello. No, you wouldn't. Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. Yes, I will be up soon. Don't worry. I'm just going to finish my quest. It's an important quest. I'm making a dinner. Shush! That Galul Jar Jar brought an end to centuries of warfare surprises me little, but to achieve said peace through cuisine is something else entirely. Leave it to my old man to find the oddest of solutions, but how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in order. Urianjay and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need, with no mention of what we needed them for, of course. It will not. I hope it doesn't, Sodeo. And I am pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest had on offer. Spoken like a true expert. That's not very starlight. Erenville, I found our Xibruk, so we should have meat aplenty. It was a spirit creature, so much so that its hunter fell down a cianote trying to catch it. What part of never speak of this to anyone did you not understand? I picked a good portion of local herbs, with particular attention to the seeds that yield akiote. I'm told our resident astrologian divined the appropriate measurements for the seasoning as well. Through further inquiry, did I determine the ideal balance of spices. Then all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume that at least one among us is versed in the culinary arts. I can hardly claim profound skill, but I have cooked for myself. You can leave the rest to me. A very delayed shush, really? And you, I hope, as I recall, you are an accomplished culinary. I am finally I'm recognized for my skills. Oh, my mouth is watering already. Finally, I'm recognized for my epic culinary skill. Without further delay, then. Oh, okay. Never mind. Why start the music off if you're going to just end it 5 seconds later? They should have had that music playing now. Why did... What a terrible decision.
Oh, it smells so good.
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
Wow, look at her.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head.
Shush!
But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Bako Jaja. No one cares what you think.
She agreed with the shush.
Act all you like. Victory will be ours.
It's ready.
Tacos?
Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Xibruk Pibil.
Awful ones like the one I had.
This looks amazing.
She disagrees. The Reyes disagrees.
The
He's
dish
like,
is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Xibruk. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then.
it was made for you, Corey. That's a very small taco, though. Come on, bigger.
In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Xibruk Pibil admirably. Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoctel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you. All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Eat the tacos, they're going cold.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment. Ours is also a faithful example of Xibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
Tacos. Sad. Didn't even chew it. Oh, he did chew it a little bit.
I see. While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
What did they miss?
Preposterous! The meat was marinated in spice before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Xibruk Pibil.
You've lost, mate.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves. You can't fault us.
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
It's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
You have failed.
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Xibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
Oh, he's gonna go absolute ape, isn't he? He's not happy.
This was stupid anyway.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't do it.
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
Is she saying this out loud?
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
We're definitely headed towards conflict. She hasn't even been listening. She hasn't even been listening. She's just off doing her own thing.
Xibruk is so tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the najou leaf rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception
He seems
could
nice.
never appreciate it.
Wook Lamat.
Choke on your harmony.
Wow.
Come.
Come.
That too is part of the feat.
The rare and epic double coming?
Don't have to tell me twice.
Is that what we just heard? The double come. The commoning.
Shush.
It was the commoning.
You've got real culinary talent. If you ever tire of adventuring, you can always be
Very
my
good.
personal chef.
That was good.
It was palatable enough, I suppose.
Give us our stones then, mate. Come on.
To you, who have successfully performed the feat of repast, I present these keystones.
Only 1 feet left.
Well, I should get going then.
Oriancha and Thancred are just watching them walk away. Are they not?
I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
They're not going to go with him. They're on his team.
We can do better than that, surely.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important. Was there any Xibruk people left? I could really use another helping.
The other team left theirs. The other team left theirs, right? we go. The end of this quest. That was so good. I'm already looking forward to having Xibruk Pibil again. Here, James. Kral made more using leftover ingredients. You'll love it. I'm thinking to buy more for the road myself. Now that the Feat of Repast is over, the villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? Oh, what? Is that it? That was the present? Oh. New wares are available from the merchant in Xibruk. Where's the merchant? Delicious. Present was the meals you cooked along the way. Terrible. There's another ether current somewhere southwest of here, but that can wait till the next stream. There's nothing new here. Yeah, there's nothing new here. Silence! Very good. Very good. But worry not, for the end of stream approacheth. Sorry everyone that I forgot it was community night tonight. Like I just went straight into I went straight into MSQ, but I'm glad I did actually, because I do want to start making some good progress in this. We've got a lot of stuff lined up still to do with a lot of the you would expect to have jump puzzling for 4 hours. Yeah. I've got a lot to do in terms of like raids and stuff as well. So no, it was good. It was good to get that done. I think that was a good inadvertent decision. That's what it was. In the meantime, let's say thank you to these bunch of people who have supported the stream this very day. James on task. Someone call a doctor. Sias Ultima, thank you for the follow today. That was just before I started stream. So thank you for the follow today. We had bits from Kiz1RPG Gamer today. We had that TTS message. We had a resub from Cobra Bubbles. We were raided today. 3 raids: Aetherian Stormwind, Audible Zen Life, Reyes. Please make sure you're following all 3 of those ledges. Mods, thanks for try again. Mods, thanks for modding. Vips, thanks for vipping. Chatters, thanks for chatting. And I'm going to add in lurkers. Thanks for lurking. If you lurked today, thank you for spending time on the channel and lurking with us. We are now going to find someone to raid out to. Let's see who we've got online today. Next stream Monday. Vicky's back. Oh, Sadeo, thanks for being my biggest fan. Vicky's back with more The Last of Us.